Oh yeah, now my people. It's your dark skinned man from the motherland, Mr. Niger Englishman. What's good? And as you can see, I'm solo. I'm solo right now because Deji, just like Tottenham Hotspurs, is nowhere to be seen. He's dead, like his team, and that's just how it is. I hope everyone's doing good. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, share, comment, all of that, all of that, all of that. But we are here to discuss what's going on in North London. First of all, I know you lot, I don't know how do you feel? How do you feel? I don't know if you're like me. As much as I enjoyed the World Cup, as my country no did there, I'm so happy for club football to return. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic because I know I can be emotionally attached to 90 minutes of football all over again. Emotions growing left, right, and centre, doing backflips, cartwheels, all sorts. Arsenal, the mighty Arsenal at the carpet returns on Boxing Day. But since we last spoke on this channel about Arsenal, some things have happened. What do you guys? I want to know what the comment section thinks about the news about Saliba. Us not currently reaching his terms for how much money we should be paying him on a week-to-week basis. The rumors you're hearing about Martinelli, 200 racks a week. Now, small boy be this, so 200K per week. Is he ready for that? I mean, let's be honest. He's given us half a good season, and we're already just rewarding him with 200K. So my issue is could it be a situation where Saka now asks for more? Because arguably he's done more. Not arguably, he's done more for Arsenal than Martinelli has. So what do you lot think? Should we give? Are we? If we give Martinelli 200K, are we setting ourselves up for failure in terms of Saka? Could Saka now ask for 250? Or could his agent start kicking up a fuss that we're asking for this? He should be paid more than Martinelli. I don't know. It's a situation I don't really want to come in. But obviously, coming into the show late, like his team, is Deji Spurs. I mean, I know Deji he's been loving the fact the World Cup has given him a breather. Giving him a breather, mate. Do you get me? Let him to like heal, calm down, maybe recharge. Also, maybe rethink some of the blasphemy he was saying for the first part of the season. And hopefully he's come out now and he's finally seen the light on his team and understands how dead food they are. Let's see. Coming into the show, my guy, Deji Spurs in the building. What's going on?
Yes, my brother. First and foremost, apologies for the late arrival. You know, it's that time of the year where it's Christmas. And I can't lie to you, bro. Looking at this week's fixtures, I couldn't have asked for anything more from Santa, especially because we can see that your beloved Jesus, and you know, I've been calling out for it. Let it be known, I've been calling out for Nkitty Catty to be given an opportunity to play some ball. And I can say that I'm delighted to say it looks like Nkitty Catty will be starting against West Ham. So for me, I'm extremely excited. Yes, you can tell I've recharged. I needed the break, but more importantly, Niger, I told you and you were warned.
What was I warned about?
At the World Cup, I don't think it would be a good idea. The World Cup has come at a wrong time for Arsenal. And dare I say, literally 3 weeks later, Jesus is injured. And guess what? He wasn't even playing. I mean, who gets injured without playing? So look, it's exciting times. I'm looking forward. Can't wait for the games to get rocking and rolling.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. See, your exciting time things. It comes from Arsenal having injuries, not because anything exciting is going on at your club, bro. You're excited because Arsenal have an injury. How come you're not excited about what's going on in your club? Your choke artist of a striker is coming back doomed. He may need to. I'm hearing he's looking for a new shrink, bro. I heard Harry Kane's looking for a shrink.
How is Harry Kane doomed? Could you please tell me? How is he doomed?
No, let's deal with him being a choke artist. Should we go there first?
What, he scored the first? He dispatched the first pen, yeah? Did Messi not miss some penalties during the World Cup?
He didn't miss any that counted.
What do you mean?
When it counted,
every game
in the clutch moments. No,
game and
okay, hold on. You've heard this. You've watched a lot of football like me, and you've heard this statement from many a commentator. Yeah. Big games require big moments from big players. That was a big moment. But because he wasn't big enough of a player to handle that weight of a moment, he choked. And let's be honest, half the UK knew Harry was going to choke.
Can I just be real? Can I just interrupt you briefly?
What do you want to interrupt me with?
See the rival show? Mm-hmm. You are an Arsenal fan. You should be talking about your team. I'm a Tottenham fan. I should talk about my team. Mm-hmm. The problem is that you're bitter. You're bitter because there weren't any... I don't remember seeing any Arsenal players play in the World Cup final. Yeah, I thought as much, bro. So because there wasn't an Arsenal contribution to the World Cup final, you're bitter, and so you're putting out that
big man. Arsenal players have been playing World Cup finals for years, bro. This ain't new to us.
No. We're not doing that.
It's not a new thing to us.
We're talking about the World Cup that just happened, the World Cup final that just happened a week ago. Yeah. Were there any Arsenal representation who played in that final?
How did the Spurs representation do for France? Did he save any pens? Save any pens?
What about the
Spurs? Where was he in the penalty shootout?
What about the Spurs representation?
When was he in the
What about the Spurs for Argentina?
I don't know. I didn't watch any Spurs players for Argentina. I know Lloris. I know Lloris was there at the clutch moment. He choked again.
Who choked? Romero didn't choke.
No, Lloris, your captain, your club captain, choked. Because he couldn't help his team out. The moment his team needed him, just one penalty, one.
It's a World Cup final, bro. It doesn't matter.
It's too big for him. I understand. The moment's too big for him. He's a Spurs man. I get it.
But you didn't have anyone there to be in that moment.
So this is the thing.
The closest you had to being an Arsenal player is Martinez.
He's an Arsenal graduate, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Arsenal graduate. We had Saliba on the bench. How many minutes did Saliba get this World Cup?
It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that matters is him and Lloris leave with the same trophy. Him and Lloris are leaving the tournament with the same medal.
How many minutes?
27 minutes. 27 minutes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 27 minutes. Why are you asking more questions? I answered my question. Move on. 27 minutes. He got 27 minutes. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, bro. Okay. Don't try it, bro. If you're going to run joke on my team, learn the stats first. You get me, big man?
Wow.
Look. Even though, but the thing is, I don't support any of these countries. My country was absent for the whole World Cup. I don't care who played for anyone in that World Cup, bro. I would prefer none of our players played there because they'll be fresh for this second half that you said we should be worried about. You lot are fuming that our best centre-back didn't play too much minutes, but he's better than every centre-back at your club.
Bro,
and that's why he's part of the defence of the season right now. Yeah. And the team that are top of the league 5 points clear. Can you say those things with your chest?
Everyone in the chat, I know that I've been away for a month. Bro, I don't know if I've missed it. Did you become an attorney in the last 4 weeks?
At all, bro. Why would you ask me such a question?
You're putting up this kind of prosecution, like Meg Thee Stallion, this kind of prosecution defense.
What, winning her case? Like Meg Thee Stallion winning her case, yeah?
You're putting up this kind of argument here, bro. It's quite impressive. If you believe that, that's great.
No, but you know that's the facts, bro. You and I both know that's the fact, and it hurts.
If you believe what you're saying, that's great. What I'm seeing here is a lawyer. I'm seeing a politician, a Nigerian politician, that when you ask a straight question, their man are taking you around the houses. No, it's well done, bro. Well done. I can see the new element that you're bringing to the new show, the new and improved show for 2023. I love it. Yeah, it's brilliant.
You're a mad person. Don't forget to smash the like button, people. Like, share, comment, all of that. Whether you're watching now, watching later.
I've been waiting for this moment for 3 weeks.
Show us some love, man.
The World Cup was a week too long. I've been waiting to get back to real football. I'm not gonna lie, the World Cup was great. But as Kunle said, you know, I'm a Nigerian supporter as well, and Nigeria won in the World Cup. So
yeah, man.
it was
So
really
for
hard
me,
for me to kind of.
yeah, it's hard for me to say things like, it's maybe the best World Cup ever and all
It
that
was
shit,
though. It was the best World Cup.
it wasn't. It wasn't. It can't be. If I have no emotional attachment to a competition, I cannot give it that scene of a.
You don't have to have an emotional attachment to it.
I do. For it to be the best, I do. It was a great World Cup. For me, it's the third best I've seen. Third.
Nah, it's the best. It's better than USA 94.
And it's the best. It's the best final I've seen. Definitely the best World Cup final.
That's the best final ever.
What best World Cup final ever?
Yeah, best World Cup final ever.
Yeah, 100%. There's no debates on that one
because been a World Cup final like it, man. That was like a movie.
Literally, bro. It had everything. Like France were nowhere to be seen for 70 minutes. Enter Mbappe, and then he tried to end Messi's swan song, but the GOAT is the GOAT, and we saw how it ended. Let me get into some of the comments. He says, I feel that's too much money. I agree. 200k for Martinelli is a lot of money, man, for someone that's only had half a good season. I think we're I don't know, setting ourselves up for failure in that situation. Big up, Craig. Wishing you both big up, bro. Back to you, man. Love. Thanks for all the support this year as well, man. Big up, Craig, man. I feel other players would take the clue and start asking for more already. Saliba's representative feel the club's new offers are short. What could their player to commit much longer? And this is what I'm scared of, because if we do make the mistake of paying him 200k, Saliba and Saka's contracts create a little bit of issues. But I've been hearing the consensus is if you have a top player, you should be willing to play him top dollar. But I agree with that, but it's too early, man. You need the players to have a little bit more hunger for that big contract. Go and win something, or take City all the way, and then we can start talking about shit like that. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So Craig also says Mbappe scored 3 penalties in the World Cup final. That is pressure. Harry Baggio bottled it. All right, don't give him that second name, Baggio. Craig, don't do that.
Craig,
he's not allowed to be having them sort of great. Baggio's one shit, bro. Craig, don't do that. Craig's just a choke. Like Kane, like talk. Let me ask you about Kane. No, you can't. Not yet. Let me ask you a question about Kane. So obviously, I don't want you to put your Tottenham eye, or put your football fan eye right now. Obviously, you saw how he was kind of inconsolable after the game, missing such a high pressure penalty. This is going to be kind of the first time mentally he's been hit with adversity, where there's a demographic of the country that don't rate him or feel that he maybe let them down. How do you see him coping with that mentally?
He's fine, bro. He's totally fine.
Yeah?
I'll tell you why he's fine.
Why is he fine? I
think the Arsenal fans, and this is what I'm
nothing to do with Arsenal fans, bro. Why is Harry Kane fine?
No, Arsenal. I'm getting the same question asked, and the only time it's coming from Arsenal supporters. So there's some special relationship between Harry Kane and Arsenal supporters. I don't know about it, but it's something that I'm starting to see. Bro, he's fine. He's a professional. He missed the pen. Remember, he missed the pen against a teammate. Somebody who knows he's in and out.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it was.
But he didn't even hit the target.
Any other goalkeeper, he's banging it. Simple.
Big man, he didn't even hit the target. So how are you telling me?
I won't be surprised if Kane bags a hat-trick against Brentford, bro. I won't be surprised. He's that kind of guy. He's a big game player. He's been banging in goals for years, bro. This ain't the first time he's missed the pen.
But is he a big game player though? Is he?
Yes, he is.
What big games has he showed up in? Can you tell me?
The last season's game against Man City, he scored the winner in the dying minute.
Okay.
There you go, bro. You asked me a question. I gave you an answer. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is it. This is you're already getting a glimpse of Deji Spurs 2023. I'm shutting you down. Shutting you down with all them little comments there. But I will say this. Kane is the second highest goal scorer in the Premier League. He's behind Haaland. He's having a
here we fucking go again with all these nonsense.
Kane, bro, was just going to kick on from where he left off. I think, rather than you, man, being worried about Harry Kane, I'm worried about what your team is going to do without Jesus, because you were wax lyrical about Jesus. He should be starting for Brazil. Without Jesus makes us tick. Rare. with Jesus in this team, we're gonna win the league, right? And I kept telling you,
okay, Deji,
bro,
what we're not gonna do is create fake statements. So what Deji just done, guys,
that was the truth.
he started off maybe talking about something I've said, and then because obviously just for Hollywood's purposes, he now sprinkled a little bit of.
I'm not speaking
We're gonna win the league. Have I said we're gonna win the league on North London rivals ever? Have I said Arsenal are winning the league ever? Have you heard me say it,
bruv? The way you and your best
friend, bruv. Are you a
with
lawyer?
Cannabis,
I asked you a direct question.
You guys, bruv. You might as well stop the league before the World Cup. That's how you, man.
Who's you, man, bro? Who are the man that's making you feel like this?
2 million views, screaming and shouting. You know.
Okay, so we're not supposed to enjoy our team's victories.
No, I'm not saying that, bro.
That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying,
we've never said we're gonna win the league. Big up Dax in the comment section. My title rival.
My turn to ask a question. Are you confident that you guys can kick off from where you left off? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
See, this is how why?
Because nothing has changed, bro. In terms of why, let me explain. Because every single opposition supporter has let us know that when Jesus gets injured, Arsenal are gonna fall short. Blah 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 blah. I don't think it's something that some of our team, as in our people that are looking for transfers, our director, our technical director, Eddie, all those stuff. They already had a plan. They've been working on a plan. They knew that we were a little bit short up front. So for me, if you're talking about kicking on to secure Champions League football, of course. But if you're trying to do that thing that all these opposition fans are trying to do, force us to say we're going to win the league and say, can we kick on to win the league? I don't believe this squad can win the league. I've said it numerous times. But we are the closest challengers to Manchester City in this season. That's what I know. We are. What do you mean don't do that, bro?
I just want to know.
We
are. I just want to know what you thought. I don't want you to add little
this
sugar.
This is part of my thoughts, Deji.
I just want to know. You said it yourself. You don't think your team is good enough to win the league.
Of course. But if we sign two, three players in January, the conversation changes. But as of now,
we're not doing that.
As of now, we're still on target to push on for Champions League football. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. But if people want me to get excited about league titles and that, we got to sign 2 or 3 players for me to even entertain that talk. Other than that, I'm not hearing it.
I think 5 or 6 personally.
But you also said Tottenham had a really good summer transfer window. So your opinion in this type of situation?
Yeah, but our transfer window is not the reason why we've had a poor performance. Our poor performance has been Conte's decisions. You know that I've been consistent with that. There's nothing wrong with the personnel that he's brought in. What is wrong is how he's using the personnel. When you've got Harry Kane running like a Kenyan marathon runner, then you know you've got problems, bro. That's what he's doing. So it's how he's using the team, bro. And if you watch Netflix series like Last Chance You see the importance of having a proper manager, someone who can inspire, motivate, but also pick the right lineup. For me, at the moment, he ain't picked the right lineup. But the thing that you're missing, my bro, and I want to hear you say it, have you been surprised at the impact of Kulusevski and what he brings to the Tottenham team?
I really don't even. I actually don't understand it, bro. I don't understand the question. Has Kulusevski done anything this season?
Have you been surprised at the impact of Kulusevski? Has he surprised you? Because you were one of the Arsenal fans.
Since he's been in the Arsenal.
You were one of the Arsenal fans who were saying it's too early to tell. I don't really rate him that much. Yeah, he only did.
No, I wasn't. That was Boots. That was Boots. I even have the show. Yeah. Boots said it, and I was like, I've watched Kulusevski from Serie A. I actually wanted him last January. Let me not lie to you. Yeah. But the way some of you Tottenham fans are talking, he's better than Saka, he's this, he's that. No, we can't be saying things like that after a little 6-month period. We can't be doing that.
You don't think he's better than Saka?
Starboy, huh?
You don't think Kulusevski is better than Saka?
Nope.
Right, yeah,
nope.
Okay. Well, you know what? What's this show called?
North London rivals. You know the name.
Are you
bro.
sure it's not the Bias show?
Brother, hey, comment section, let me know. Who's better, Saka or what's his name? Kulusevski. That's it. Kulusevski. Who's better? Because
Kulu.
All right, let's get into this actual game. Obviously, because all jokes aside, I don't think either of us really know if the World Cup came at the right time or the wrong time for the team just yet. We're just kind of assuming
it came at the right time for.
No, but we don't know yet, bro. Until we see a couple of
I'm
games.
I'm telling you.
In your
it's been a long time for you. Yes.
I believe it came at the right time, but I don't. Right? I think because it came at the right time. We're top of the league by 5 points.
Jesus is not about, bro.
What does that mean?
Golden ball.
What does that mean? Bro, we won games without Jesus last season, didn't we?
No. Have you won games?
Did we win games without Jesus?
Have you won games this season without Jesus?
We've not played yet. We've not played yet.
Don't be telling me about the Europa League.
I'm not talking about that. So, we've not played a Premier League game without Jesus, so I can't answer that yet. Well, I'll let you know I'll let you know Monday night, my guy. I'll let you know Monday night, my guy.
This is what we're doing on today's show, hanging on the fence.
No, we're not hanging on any. You're asking. Wait, hold on. You're asking me something that I don't know yet. I've not seen it yet. So why am I gonna know? All I know hold on. All I know last season is we won games with Nketiah leading the line against Chelsea, against City, against West Ham, a team that you struggle against on a regular basis. Yeah, do you get me? And he opened up their head tops. Yeah. What? Nketiah, what? When Nketiah's not scared of West Ham, are you mad? What are they gonna do? Since you want to talk about it, since you want to talk about it, let's start talking about the Arsenal West Ham game. Let's go into it. So obviously we've not played football for 6 weeks. We've had a few friendlies, few players coming back, etc., etc. Am I nervous about returning to Premier League football with a home fixture against West Ham? I'm not, I'm not. I'm actually not nervous. West Ham aren't my club's bogey side. They're Spurs' bogey side. You're the side that struggles against them. Look at their last few visits to the Emirates, bro. It's been routine procedures, bro. We don't struggle against these, man. We even gave them a 3-0 head start, and they still couldn't put us away 2 seasons ago. Wow. Big up Martin Odegaard for that. But do I think the football will look as good without Jesus? Hell no. Hell no, because as much as Nketiah likes to get into behind, he is kind of a different player to Jesus. If he's the person that's told the manager and the club that he wants number 14, he wants to run in the side. If there was ever a chance for Nketiah to prove himself, if there was ever a time, it's right here, right now. Am I confident he is? I'll be lying if I told you I was. But do I think he can do a job for the next month? Of course I do. I just hope that before the end of this January window, there's been someone brought in to help him out. Because if not, we could have some real sloppy results, man. I don't know, man. West Ham have kind of been in all sorts this season, bro. They're still in the bottom half of the Premier League. Why should we be scared of that fixture, Deji? Why should we be?
Bro, just listening to you, I could tell that this is definitely a Christmas show. There was something Macaulay Culkin about that kind of response, in terms of feeling. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Jesus in that first half was a big part of why Arsenal's where they are, and he's not about. You said it yourself. The level of your bench is like night and day. Remember, I even termed the phrase it's Tottenham FC. And you're about to tell me that Nketiah can do something against Declan Rice. But am I a dummy?
Brother, didn't he do something? Nketiah shot up Stamford Bridge. He brought it to Manchester United.
We know
why is he scared of Declan? Why should he be scared of Declan Rice, bro?
We know their matches were fixed. Bro, I think you get slapped up tomorrow. I told you, Man U, Ronaldo missing the penalty.
Oh, my gosh.
If you don't think football is fixed, then you're naive, bro. We know that. How everybody knew Argentina was going to win that World Cup. Everybody knew it. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say what people are thinking.
Conspiracy theory, Deji.
Yes.
Big up Salam in the chat. Kulusevski is nowhere near Saka. I'm liking when people speak facts on One Touch TV. Big up Salam, my guy. Oh, damn, bro.
Salam ain't. He's not. He doesn't even know what team
Kulusevski. He knows. He watches him week in, week out, and he knows what Saka's
Anyone
about.
that makes a stupid statement like that
Big
ain't
up,
been watching
Craig.
football. He's obviously been watching.
We'll get score predictions in a bit, Craig. We'll say that towards the end of the show. Big up Footy Chat. Bigging up the gang. Craig in the building.
All right, who's this Leon? Leon, come say it to my face, brother. What team do you support? I'm an idiot. You're an idiot, blood. You're an idiot. Idiot for what, my bedroom? Idiot for what?
Hey, we're not getting personal. Leon, we're not getting personal on this channel. Deji has some idiot thoughts, but he's far from an idiot, man. He's a good guy, good Nigerian brother. I mean, we all make bad choices in our lives. His first choice, unfortunately, he slipped down the stairs, banged his head 3 or 4 times, and he said Spurs after they picked him up. And he thought that meant that's who he's supposed to support. So you win some and you lose some, man. Smash the like button for Deji Spurs and his bad decisions. Big up, Deji.
Big up.
But Deji, like you mentioned Declan Rice. Obviously, you've already played West Ham this season. What else should we be nervous about?
Bro, I think Paqueta now is he looked pretty decent in the World Cup. He actually surprisingly was starting in that Brazilian team, and I thought that Brazilian team was playing some sexy football. I'm not gonna lie, and they were really unlucky against Croatia. So I can see Paqueta kind of in that number 10 role, threading the ball, feeding it. They've got that Scamana guy up top. I think he's a different Maka. He's a different kettle of fish. He's a different beast. And West Ham players have literally had time to rest.
Yeah, it's true. How many of them even went World Cup? 2, right? Declan and Paqueta.
Yeah. So for me,
Susek.
I can see West Ham giving you guys a good game at the Emirates. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I was watching some of the kind of feedback, the manager's feedback yesterday on Sky Sports, and my man, the gaffer, the West Ham gaffer, I forgot his name.
David Moyes.
Yeah, Moyes. He's definitely feeling kind of confident. And you can tell, football managers, they know when their team is purring and they know when they're not purring. And the way that he was coming across in that interview means that West Ham are going to go toe-to-toe with you guys. And
what did he say that gave you that ginger, Deji? Were you just waffling as usual? What did he say that gave you that energy?
Nah, bro, it was just the way that it was.
The aura, yeah? The aura.
Yeah, bro, I could just see the energy, bro. What you got to understand, Nigel, and it's unfortunate that you don't have it. Game recognized game, innit?
Yeah.
Dogs, real recognized real. You see, me, I played football at a level where I can see what my man is saying. Yeah, that's where it is. So don't be surprised when they chop you up. You get me,
brother? Look, bro. All I know is, are we the only team in the Prem with 100% home record at the minute? I do believe that's us.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch your stats.
But let me inform you, because I know you lot got beat there. Newcastle beat you, at least. I don't know anyone else.
Yeah, man.
City lost to. Who did they lose to? Brentford, just before the break. So yeah, I'm beating at home and 100% win rate. 100%. No, so these are the caveats that gives me confidence, Deji. That's what I'm letting you know why. For me to be nervous of a team in the bottom half of the table that we've beaten the last 3 times we've played, we have 100% home record. We have the best defense in the Premier League. Like, all these things that I'm saying, like, wouldn't you be confident if you could talk about these stats, Deji?
Yeah.
Obviously, against West Ham is a little bit different.
I'm not gonna lie, and this is how you know I'm unbiased. Is if you had Jesus, remember as we were getting closer towards the World Cup, I was making predictions, and I was even saying that you were gonna win certain matches. Yeah. So let's not get interested. I'm not here to do this. However, bro, I think you're sleeping on the impact of Jesus on your squad. If Jesus was playing, bro, you would slap at West Ham all day, every day. However, Kitty Catty is going up against Ogbonna.
Yeah.
and we know that Nketiah don't look like anyone. He don't look like he eats Kenke, like that.
Hey, James Bond said he's gonna have to send Ty and Kelechi for you, Deji, bro. You're just running your mouth anyhow, bro. Big up James Bond in the comments.
Send the youths over, innit?
007.
You get me? 007. So for me, Nketiah is looking kind of mager right now. He's looking kind of lightweight. Unless he's been going gym in the last 3 weeks, I really don't see what he's gonna do against Bonner. So for me, that's what I'm saying, bro. And I don't know why you're not able to analyze your team and look at the opposition team. And
but you know what? I am, because
I don't understand.
I'll be honest with you. I was more nervous of this fixture last season. Had me nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. Both the home game and the away game. I believe West Ham were a better force last season, and the numbers don't lie, bro. Numbers don't lie. It shows that their productivity this year is not as good as their productivity last year. So that being said, the last couple of times they've been to the Emirates, they've lost. We slapped them off home and away last season without Jesus. So because they've sprinkled a little bit of Paqueta on the juice, doesn't mean that I should now be shook. Because Moyes, just like why not Spurs, he says, why not? Me and you are agreeing today, bro. This is a rare occasion. He says Moyes crumbles at the Emirates. Go and check Moyes' record at the Emirates, bro, before you start running your mouth.
Can you see what Fair Black London is doing?
He said scandalous.
That's to you, by the way.
That's definitely you, Deji.
And then he says, at the bottom there, if you can bring it in, a lot has changed one touch. A lot has changed, my bro.
Yeah, I agree for Black London. A lot has changed for the better in Arsenal. A lot have changed for the worse in West Ham. So you're still giving more juice to my point. You get me? Man like Leon, love you, Deji, even though you're deluded, shameless, and a false prophet. Big up. Leon's coming for you. Big up, Leon. Guy. You're always welcome on One Touch TV.
Leon,
each and every time, brother.
Because the way you wrote that sentence makes me know that he's another Arsenal scumbucket. Leon, make sure you tune in on Monday, innit? All you men, don't go running. Don't be telling me it's the festive season, it's the holidays, man's busy with the fams. When your team gets slapped up on Monday, make sure you tune in, because Leon is getting called out. All you men are getting called out right now. That's it.
Wait. Why not Spurs? I don't know. Hey, why not Spurs been hanging around with some West Africans recently? I heard him say Omar earlier, and I did. He's now talking about Jollof Free and Ketia. Big up, why not Spursy, bro? Hey, you got to put your picture on the profile one of these days. We need to know who you are. No, you ain't no Jack Grealish ass, brother. Big up, though, bro.
You need to get him on the show.
Nah, literally, I'd love to get you on the show one of these days. Why not Spursy? I know you're the original Arteta out. And you're not letting this guy in until he wins you something major. I ain't mad at you, man. Do your thing, bro. Always love. But personally, in terms of...
Can you read Emi Baba's comment? Because clearly, Emi Baba has come to his senses today. Please read that out, bro.
Emi has said, big up Emi, bro. I believe West Ham will come at us. Jesus not being a big threat to defenders, and the team will give West Ham an extra... Like, look... Hey, Emmy, right. I 100% agree with you, and I'm not trying to come on with the attitude that it's going to be a walk in the park. I think it's going to be a tough game, but I see us getting the job done. I can't see anything less than a 3-2 win. It's going to be a little bit nervy. We'll show a little bit of rust, but I think a 3-2 win at home. I don't like conceding goals, but we seem to concede goals at the Emirates for some reason. London derby, so I'm going to go over 3-2 win. And I believe the likes of Martin Odegaard and Thomas Partey are going to play a major part into the productivity of this game. And they're going to control the midfield. Declan Rice is not ready for that midfield battle, bro. He's not ready for it, man. You know what? He'd be great in the midfield with us, but he's not ready to compete against us, bro. So I think we'll win that battle and get the job done. And what I would love is for Nketiah to score, because, Deji, I'm not going to lie to you, all jokes aside, if Nketiah doesn't score in this game, that's when I start to get worried. Because because that's when I start to get worried. Because for a striker like him, where people are already on his back, the longer he takes to answer the critics, the more it starts getting to him, the more he starts snatching at chances. And before you know it, he's doing an Aubameyang at last season, and we're all complaining. So
But can I just be clear? It's you, man, that are getting onto Nketiah. I've been calling for months for him to start.
You don't even call him his real name, Deji, don't you?
I've been calling for Nketiah to start for at least the last 2 months. So
yeah, but okay, if you
I'm letting him know because I know he's seen the streams. I'm letting him know that I'm a supporter of him, his football, and what he's trying to do.
All right, that's all lies. Eddie, don't listen to Deji. He's a hater. He thinks now that we're playing you, we're going to struggle. So he's encouraging it because he thinks we're going to struggle without you. So shut him up and shoot up some goals on his head top. Nketiah is coming to Shite Hart Lane soon, though. He's coming there.
I can't wait.
He go there.
Bro,
you can wait. Don't lie. So I'm going to go 3-2 with Arsenal in that game.
The game is on January the 15th. It can't come soon enough.
It can. Hopefully we made a couple signings by then. But 3-2 for me. What's your prediction for this West Ham game before we get into the Tottenham game?
Yeah, look, bro. As part of the kind of gift to everyone in the chat and for family and friends, it's not financial advice, but I personally be putting down a tenner on West Ham to win 2-1. Yeah, that should get some decent returns, at least enough money to get a turkey and feed your family. So yeah, I'm going 2-1 West Ham. Because I just don't think you got the firepower up top to get the 3 points.
Are you sure that's the reason why, Deji?
Yeah, bro, 100%.
Okay.
2-1 West Ham.
Big up, comment section. Let us know what you think about the Arsenal versus West Ham game. We're at home. What score? Maybe give us some predictions for scorers, whether you're watching now live or watching later. Leave your scores and predictions in the comment section. But we're getting on to Brentford at home to Spurs. So you were one of the people that before the Brentford fixture warned me about how difficult a place to go Brentford was and how difficult a fixture it was. And we managed to fling them aside like nothing. A very professional 3-0 victory, minus our captain, Fabio Vieira, scored a goal, someone that you laughed at that said wouldn't do anything in the Premier League.
He hasn't done anything since.
He scored more goals than Richarlison in the Prem. But anyway, so we'll get into that later. But I know Brentford, for Brentford, the World Cup probably came too soon. I mean, they didn't really get a chance to enjoy the momentum of beating City at the Etihad before they had to go to the World Cup. And then potentially, I don't know if you've heard the team news, Deji. Is it confirmed or not confirmed that is Ivan Toney going to be involved, or these legal proceedings are too deep for him right now?
I mean, I haven't had the official team news, but the rumor is that Ivan Toney won't be playing the game against Tottenham Hotspur. And if Ivan Toney doesn't play,
this peak.
Well, yeah, it's long.
It is actually peak.
Let's get real. The other thing is that Kulusevski and Son are back in the squad for Spurs and Kane. So yeah, it's looking long. I'm not gonna lie. Even if he's in the team, the only thing that would have worried me is the fact that Romero's not playing this game, and I think he had a fantastic World Cup.
Oh, is it injury or just
no? He's
celebrations
out
and that.
Yeah, he's out in Buenos Aires with Messi and Cole. Getting crunked up, so he won't be.
Hopefully, you can bring some sort of winning mindset to some of your teammates because you don't really seem to have that at your club.
Bro, I think you're going to see the impact of Romero as soon as he gets back against Aston Villa, bro. I think you're going to see Tottenham go on a bit of a run, slap it up, and maybe those predictions that I gave earlier in the season, people are going to be kicking themselves that they didn't take a cheeky $50, 50 quid, 50 naira, or whatever it is, from where everyone's coming from, euros, and put a little flutter on their local Bet365. So, yeah, bro, look, for me, I'm confident. You can see Loris is not playing as well because he's also returning back from the World Cup final. I expect Saliba to be starting against West Ham.
Brother.
You
know I'm laughing?
He was out there getting sunburned.
This is... Deji's talking, and all I see in the comment section straight is laughter. Mustafa's just like laughing at this monologue that you're coming out with, bro. Deji, I'm gonna take you to where things are at, and then I want you to help dissect where your chest is coming from. Yeah. This is all jokes aside. So, you guys, the last game you played competitively was against Leeds, right?
Yeah.
4-3, kind of. bit of a topsy-turvy game against Leeds at home.
We got 3 points.
Yeah, you won, bro. You won the game.
Yeah,
so and Brentford went to the Etihad and inflicted City's first loss there this season.
It happens.
Oh, of course it does. So, where is your and also end of that before the World Cup, Son wasn't really firing on all cylinders, and he had a terrible World Cup as well by 1 assist or something.
Yeah.
Kane has just had probably missed the biggest penalty of his life so far.
Yeah.
We don't. For your sake, I hope it doesn't affect him, but it could. So I'm just trying to figure out with all those things, Romero missing as well, maybe Lloris hungover for too many drinks for not saving any penalties. Where is your confidence stemming from with all these variables, Deji? I want to know.
Yeah. So, first and foremost, I have to say that you're doing a brilliant job in hosting today's show because you're asking some really, really good questions, and I'm happy to answer this question. Bro, one of the things that you know as someone who has been alongside you, as a brother, someone who's been growing with you, is that I don't do these streams and react to news.
Okay.
I don't react to news. I've already given you my blueprint months ago.
Yeah.
For example, it could have been any player, but I've been saying for weeks what happens with Jesus coming down.
Bro, why can't you talk about Tottenham without talking about us? Why are we living in your head free?
You're asking me about where my chest is getting pumped.
But what does that have to do with Arsenal, bro?
Let me tell you, because what it's doing is everything that is playing out is confirming my theory and predictions are coming to pass. I said, could the World Cup come at a wrong time for Arsenal because you guys are on a run and you might lose momentum? You losing Jesus to injury, for me, is losing momentum. I don't care what anyone says, and we're going to see that play out.
Eventually, you're going to answer my question, right?
Players have had an opportunity to get away from the horrid football that they've been doing under Conte. Some of them went out to Doha, they got some sun, they drank some Arab tea. You get me? They had a different environment. Now they come back to England. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a fresh start.
Yeah.
That fresh start is why we're going to kick on. But so far, I can see that everything that I've been telling you, warning you about for weeks, and you were saying, I remember I'm not wishing bad. I never wish bad upon Jesus. I was telling you facts that Richarlison starts ahead of Jesus in the Brazilian squad. Everything's come to pass, bro. And so this is a continuation of the predictions that I've been giving to the people on the show. And those of you who've been putting down money, you deserve every penny that you've been making based on the predictions I've been given. It's not financial advice, but bro, everything that's panning out so far is what I've been saying and pre-predicted. So that's where my chest comes from.
So you also predicted Arsenal to be top of the league by 5 points?
That was not part of my prediction. But my prediction was this. My prediction was you're top of the league. I didn't give a prediction about who was going to be top of the table.
Well, you said that we'd finish below. Who did you say finished below Aston Villa initially? You tried to change it to Newcastle after you saw things weren't working out.
I had Newcastle and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace.
Yeah, and Crystal Palace above us
at the beginning of the season.
But
Crystal Palace has been a flop. But I still think Newcastle can finish above Arsenal.
No, you do not, bro.
I really do.
That means you believe Newcastle are finishing above you this season.
There's no way. Tottenham are going to finish above. We're finishing above you, bro.
Bro, are you still really... Bro, I thought this World Cup was supposed to help you breathe, reflect, think about life, and come to your senses. But you're still on this madness again, bro.
Spurs is finishing above Arsenal this season. You're getting gassed.
What have you been smoking or drinking? What's going on?
We're going to see what time it is. You're asking me a question.
Bro, I know the time, and there's no time for talking.
Can we mark this? Can we mark today's date?
Let's mark it, bro. Let's mark it. What? The 24th of December. In May. 2:01 in Lagos and 1:01 in London. Deji Spurs talking waffle again. And this is why I won't lie to you. Deji. This is one of the reasons why I respect you. You're my guy. I hate you as a football fan, but as a man, you're my guy. And this is why, because even if you know you have made a mistake, You're committed. You're committed to the cause.
I made what mistake?
You know you've
What
made a
mistake?
mistake thinking
What
Tottenham
mistake,
could finish
bro?
above us, but you're backing it to
Bro,
the end.
are you drunk?
You know you're
How
one
many-
of them guys
how many
that
points-
until it's
how many
mathematically
points does
impossible,
Arsenal-
I'm gonna still
Let me
say it.
just check.
Shut up there, bro. You ain't
How many
reaching
points-
nothing out here.
How
You're
many
finishing
points?
fifth.
Okay,
Fifth.
Let me
I'm
check
done.
the league table. So you man have got
Check the
37
league
points.
table. We're
You
8
man
points
got
in front of you
37
with a
points.
game in hand, bro.
Tottenham have
Check that out.
29 points. Bro,
We're 8
Can I
points
just
ahead
remind
of
you
you with a
something?
game in hand, big man.
let me remind you of something. You man had this same lead on Tottenham this time last season, and we picked you to fourth. Just remember that. You were 9 points clear of Spurs this time last season. And guess what? Did you finish above Tottenham? No, you didn't, bro. The only
that's the
difference
difference.
between now and last season is that you're top, but you're not top for very long. Let me tell you that, my brother.
Whatever.
You're not top for very
Mystic
long.
Meg talking again. All I know, the difference is this time, the confidence of the boys. We're top of the league, not just fighting for Champions League. We're top of the league, 5 points clear. We've already done you in this season, done in Liverpool. These are like, hold on.
Do us on the 15th. Do us on the 15th.
Bro, we're coming for you, bro. We're coming to shoot
hope
up
so.
that shit stadium
I
of
hope
yours,
so.
bro. You don't hope so because that stream is gonna be long for you, bro. Long, and I want you straight after the game. Straight. I don't want you to be like, wait till tomorrow. Straight after the game, I want you on the reaction show. Don't bottle it like you did this last time, bro.
Bro, you know what? If we don't have a show straight after the game, bun you, bro. Cut you. I don't want to deal with you no more.
Hey, you lot heard him, you know.
Straight after the game,
comment section, you're hearing him now with all the chest. I'm clipping this. I'm clipping this even. So, we know. So when he's running his mouth, doing all this blah 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 blah, I'm just gonna drop the clip. This is hit. Deji. Anyway, this second part of the season is long for you, bro. You're gonna be wishing there was a World Cup on for the whole year because you are not going to breathe. I'm going to be on your bloody neck. Just know this one. Just know, as you Tottenham fans have to say. Just know, yeah?
Can I just ask a question to the chat? Do any of the Arsenal fans, so I'm talking to Why Not Spursy, Mustafa, Brenny, Bond, 007, all them dogs there, Miss Melina, all them peeps. Do you think Arsenal is going to outperform the first half of the season in this second half? Bro, I'm asking you that question. Will Arsenal outperform the second half of the season? Will you rack up more points than you did the first 15, 14 games?
We're not even halfway through the season, Deji.
Come on, bro. Just answer the question.
Once we get to halfway,
we'll
see.
We're not doing this.
Then, innit?
What your favorite game at school? Was it Hangman or something?
Yeah, actually it was.
Hanging on the fence. Answer the question. Do you think you're going to have a better second half of the season?
I don't know. But what I do know is the lowest the second half points that can make us finish is third. How about that? The lowest we can finish this season is third.
How come? How'd you work that out?
What do you mean how do I work that out? Because I've seen my team perform. I know we'll sign at least one player in January. And for the final dance of the season, Jesus will be back.
I thought you had a stat. So you just.
What do you mean a stat? Okay. I'll give you a stat. No team, and then I'll give you a stat because you want stats. You want stats. Let me give you one before you ask that next question.
Was that a feeling?
Let me give you a stat. No team that's accumulated these points have not qualified for Champions League. Does that work better for you?
Well, that's great.
Okay, great.
You're finishing above Spurs.
Rob, Deji, are you joking right now? Do you honestly believe that you're finishing above us this season, bro?
Yes.
I know. I saw you sniffing something in the tissue earlier. Was that?
Yes.
I'm definitely clipping that part. Let me get into some of the comments so maybe Deji can calm down before we wrap up this show. So Spurs are meant to be in for double Prem and Champions League blueprint. They're not into none of these things, bro. They're here. Spurs are there for everyone's entertainment. That's all they're there for. Footy Chat says, That's like us saying Kane missing that penalty for his country will derail your predictions, Deji. But we don't care about none of that because of it's the history of the Tottenham. Ah, bro, football chats, you're my new guy. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is the realest comment on the show today. Big up football chats, man. My guy. Mustafa, Newcastle will finish above you, Deji. Bro, they're serious. They cooked you without. Bro, did they? Mustafa, did they really cook them without Sam Maximum?
Let me just answer Mustafa's
They ran up into Shite Hart Lane and cooked you without their best player.
If you didn't know, Newcastle is finishing above everybody.
So they're winning the league?
That's the new superpower, bro.
They're winning the league, yeah?
Superpower. Not this year, but next year is a wrap. Newcastle win the league next season. Yeah, that's the new superpower.
Guys, this is how bad things are. Deji's jumping on other clubs' bandwagons because he's so lost at Tottenham. Who cares about Newcastle? This is a North London rival show, Deji. We don't give a fuck.
You need to give a fuck about them. Let me tell you why. Because they're doing a Man City and they're about to do a Chelsea. They're about to buy their way into this debate. That's what it is.
But all you should be worried about is where does that leave Spurs?
Newcastle
They're going to be talking top 7.
Saudi prince.
Are we going to have to call it top 7 because you lot are moving to the 7th now? Because that's the only thing you should be worried about. What does that mean? What does that mean for Spurs? That means
more
we're not in
likely
the top
to get
6.
7th before Spurs. You're more likely to get 7th before Spurs. So hush your gums, bro. Hush your gums.
Yeah, Deji is, bro. This anyway. It's the ginger, the Christmas ginger has entered you. Yeah, take some of that.
You've been smoking bush, bro.
Take some of that stuff on that.
You broke out for Christmas.
I want that tissue examined.
Oi, I can't wait till Monday. I can't wait till Monday.
You can, bro. You can.
The beginning of Arsenal's demise starts on Boxing Day. What a gift. What a gift, guys. You don't have to get me anything for Christmas. I'm just going to watch your team. How about that? I'm just going to watch your team. That's my position.
I know. I'm so glad Why Not is so observant that he knows his audience. He knows who he's speaking about. Deji, he's always talking about Pinky. You're right, Why Not? But now he's humbled himself over this World Cup. Why Not? He's listened. He's rewatched some of the statements he said and some of the statements people have attacked him for. So he's a little bit more cautious. He's still crazy and deluded, but he's a bit more cautious now, bro. He knows. Spurs are about to do another Spursy on him, and he's scared of that Monday session, bro.
Can I just reply, James Bond?
Big up, Brenny.
Can I reply 007? All right, you go and tell that to Spectre about that silly comment about Ivan Toney will calm Deji down. Yeah. Tell that to Spectre.
What, this comment?
He said Ivan Toney will calm Deji down. His last comment.
Let me see.
Tell that to Spectre.
2-0. Okay, 2-0 to Arsenal. Fear Black is saying, respectfully know my opinion. What's that for? Bright Fame. Respectfully know my opinion. Bright Fame. Let us know what was that in response to. I'm pretty sure it's something that Deji said, but
let
me not speculate.
It's everything to you, bro. You're a disaster.
Ask me again in January, Deji.
Who's that?
That's Brenny. Brenny says,
bro, make sure you're about in Jan.
Mustafa says it is basically Jan. It is, bro. Yeah, all the stats say so. Let him know, Leon. All the stats are letting him know, but he just doesn't want to believe in it yet.
I don't give a damn what you lot are saying.
He's become a stat merchant when it suits him, bro. Clipped in 4K. All right, Mustafa, if you managed to clip that already, bro, I appreciate that. Just send that on to me, my guy. Hey, bro, everybody loves Deji's guts, bro. Everybody does. That's why when I come to the UK, I'm taking him out, regardless of all this Arsenal, Tottenham thing. I'm outside of the football thing. It's love. I got love for this guy. He's my guy, man. Each and every time, bro. He knows it, but he just makes some of the wrong decisions. One of us is
gonna be on top this season, though. You know that, innit?
What? One of us is winning the league, yeah.
One of us is gonna be on top, bro.
So one of us is winning the league. That's what you're saying.
Huh?
Is that what you said?
Well, one of us is going to be on top in terms of the season. I don't know how that plans out, but one of us...
You know who's going to be on top.
One of us is going to have a better season than the other. That's obvious.
Yeah, that's obvious. And we pretty much know what colour that team is wearing.
Well, we'll see about that.
Tony betting on himself before he's banned. Imagine he bets on himself to score a brace, comes in,
he probably does.
Into, and then gets arrested for the rest of the season.
I might put a little cheeky bet on Tony to bang a couple goals still if he plays tomorrow.
I really do hope he plays, man, because I know he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder, and at home, it's going to be long for Spurs, bro. Trust me. Brentford away is long for Spurs. It's a big, long day. Without Tony, they're a completely different team, so I think you'll be fine. But if I had to predict right now, I'm going to go with I think why not? Or Craig said this score beforehand. I'm going to go over 2-2 in that game. 2-2. Little Desmond, what are you saying?
2-2.
Yeah, Brentford 2-2. I think you'll be able to hold on. I think you'll be able to hold on for a point, bro, for sure.
Nah. Let me tell you, it would have been a 2-2 if Kulusevski ain't playing, but he's such a big game player. I got Tottenham to slap up Brentford 3-0.
Yes, why not? I know a Gino too, and then she's a Gino. Yeah. Why not some fire today, bro? I'm loving this energy.
Why not Spurs? I love it, yeah? All right,
like, share, comment, and subscribe. Just to wrap up the show, there's 5 minutes left. So just to wrap up the show quickly, I just wanted to ask you your thoughts on this particular player that we've actually both been linked to. Rather than talk about what club he's going to go to, I just want to get your thoughts of him because we just both watched him in the World Cup and kind of watched him this season. MacAlister, the Argentinian player. MacAlister, what's your thoughts on him? Because I feel like we both rumoured to be linked to him.
I mean, he looks like Messi, first and foremost. But, yeah, bro, he was balling. To be fair, I think he balled better for Argentina than I've ever seen him ball for Brighton. I know that he's kind of there reliable. He does a thing, but nothing that stood out. He never really stood out for me. I never thought, when Basuma was there, it was always Basuma. He was on the in the Argentinian squad, which weren't great, by the way. He was balling. What will be interesting to see, I don't think we need him because I think our MacAlister is Højbjerg. I think Højbjerg does exactly what my man's doing. In fact, I think he's been doing a better job. Remember, Højbjerg scored about 3 goals. So I was kind of surprised that we've been linked with him. I think he would be a better fit for you because I think Partey needs another runner alongside him. But yeah, he's a baller. I think he's decent, but I don't think
doesn't get you too excited, basically.
Yeah, and it just shows you the level of the Premier League where a World Cup winner can be at Brighton, bro.
Real talk, and Aston Villa. It's madness, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
So what I'll say on him is that I liked him this season. I think I kind of was drawn to him because his name is MacAlister and he's clearly not like Scottish. Do you get what I'm saying? He's very much Argentinian, speaks Argentinian. Even how they spell his name's a bit suspect. But he's been doing well for Brighton, and I think since Basuma left, he's been asked to do the more ball carrying box to box stuff that he was used to last season, and he's looked decent there. Do I think he's done enough for me to be excited about him being added to our first team? Hell no. He had an exceptional World Cup. But if he's ready to come in as like backup for like a Xhaka, I don't mind it. But maybe I don't mind it, but it's not something that gets me excited. You know, it doesn't get me excited personally. He's a decent player. If we signed him for a little 25 million, I wouldn't be upset, but it wouldn't get me excited. You know.
To be honest, when I was looking at Brighton, the player that I think people are sleeping on is Trossard. He's the baller. Like, he's the person that I'm thinking, right, could Tottenham get him in as a backup to Son or Kulusevski, that kind of level? That would make sense for me. But MacAlister, nah. If we're gonna take anyone from Brighton, I'm saying we should be going for Trossard and maybe even Dunk. I don't know why they're not.
I hear that.
I like their centre backs. I don't know.
I've liked Dunk for years, man. He's an old-fashioned defender, no nonsense, bro.
Yeah, just clear the ball. Tottenham trying to do this.
That type of stuff.
I don't know.
But I'm with you. If we are going to go and ask Brighton any questions, I'll be asking about Caicedo or Trossard, and that's about it for us, man. Because that's what we need. I don't think we need a MacAlister type player at this stage. A DM, a winger, or a striker would be best used, man. That's for me. Jordan says Trossard ain't coming as no backup.
Bruv, he wants to play Champions League football, my brother. He's not getting Champions League football at Brighton.
To be honest, Jordan, I think he could come to either club. No, pause. He could go to either club, to be honest, because there's a lot of more competition in those positions at Spurs right now. But with the way the World Cup is, I think this would be a good time for any winger to go to either club right now because there's chances. Arsenal as well, with Jesus getting injured, he'll have more chances to prove he can start in the lineup. So I still think Trossard could be done by either club. Last 6 months of his contract, 15 million, 12 million. I mean, peak of his powers. I don't think anyone on the panel will be upset at making that Trossard
Brighton
deal.
can even ask for 30. If you can sell Cucurella for 60 mil, you can get at least 30.
Nah, but 6 months left on his contract, bro. They shouldn't be able to ask for that sort of money. Surely not. Surely not. But guys, it's been a great show. Sorry it took us so long to get this show out, guys. We're going to be back to normal proceedings as of next week.
As of Monday.
As of Monday. So yeah,
Monday. Because you see how you're already trying to back out.
Is next week not Monday? Monday is next week, no?
Bro.
Exactly, bro. Yes. Don't try it, Deji. Next week's on Monday, back to normal proceedings. After the game, we'll be doing a reaction show. And then the following Monday, it'll be back to the normal settings of North London Rivals. I think you'll be seeing the show once a week from Deji in the new year. Once a week for me as well. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff in the new year with One Touch TV. Big things ahead.
Can I just remind everyone? Yeah, definitely. So from the first week of Jan, I'm going to start my show on this channel called No Touches, and it's all things Tottenham. So I'm looking forward to that show. All things Spurs, and yeah, bringing the content and bringing the smoke to all you Arsenal fans.
Big up. And just so you guys know, I will not be joining him on that show. That's for the other lot, and his own freaking pussy old Spurs guests and all that, man. Big up Tottenham though. Big up Deji. Right. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Big up.
I've gone for 3-2 for my club. He's gone for 2-0 for his club. Comment section.
I've gone for 3-0.
3-0 away from home at Brentford.
Yes.
Guys, please. If you're betting people, you know which bet to go for. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy the Boxing Day fixtures. We'll see you guys on Boxing Day to react and laugh at Spurs results. Have a great day, great weekend. Have an incredible Christmas, guys. Oh yeah, now.